from the jump, super old. Couldn't stay healthy.
Warriors are going to be involved in that because you've got San Antonio and New Orleans Saturday and Sunday, and they're fighting for the play-in too. And Davion Mitchell, both such good on-ball defenders. And Harrison Barnes flips it in, and another foul. So we haven't even played 2 minutes, and the whistles are flying here for the Dubs. And
as they get into the free throw line.
So Peyton 4 fouls, Draymond 4 fouls. You got to be very careful these next 4 or 5 minutes.
And the bench has played well this game, but you don't want to be overconfident in your bench as Wiggins knocks down the 3 ball.
Tell you what, Andrew Wiggins
is looking for Wiggins on the opposite side.
Mitchell, he's had 2 nice finishes. That was Holiday hides behind Damian Jones and hits the 3. And Steve Kerr not liking the fits are coming. They both have the tiebreaker over the Warriors too, by the way.
I can't wait. Intensity is going to be through the roof.
Bielitsa to Damian Lee.
See, look at Jordan Poole. That's one thing we talked about with
your fans. Xfinity Mobile connects you to America's most reliable 5G network. You can break free from the big 3 and save hundreds a year with Xfinity Mobile. And the Warriors are trying to break free from that 3-team logjam. When you think of Dallas and you think of Denver, you think of the Dubs. Who's going to be 3? Who's going to be 4? Who's going to be 5? Utah is the tiebreaker over Denver. So would Denver slide to 6? This is going to be fascinating these next 6 days. D-Lee saved the turnover there. Shot clock at 5. Damian rewarded with the corner 3. Shot it long. And Barnes with the rebound. Harrison, nice step through and finish.
That's body control. You got to be able to slow your body down. Figure out what's the best way to score here. And to step through the traffic.
Harrison averages 19 a game against the Warriors. That's the highest of any opponent.
I think, yeah, either first or second highest
in his career. He's played them 18 times. Jordan Poole missing that 3. Bielitsa whacked it to Looney. D-Lee getting it back, didn't want the 3. Damian floater is perfect.
There's a flow to their offense. You can see it. They're all feeling comfortable.
20-point lead at the half, 20-point lead right now.
Oh,
no. Damian Lee taking the body and drawing the offensive foul.
He came up pointing. Sometimes you got to give your body up. This is a nice play on the offensive side. They went under the handoff screen. Pump fake. Lyles bit. He's home free. Trust that float game. And then it's just bump, bump, and finally fall over and then get up and let him know which direction the ball's going.
But what Damian did there, put your arms to the side, show the officials there's no reaching, be strong, take it in the chest, and get the call. It was well done.
A lot of that is timing, too.
Wiggins off iron.
You get into a rhythm with the bumps, and then you fall over exactly the right time. It's perfect.
Kuminga has checked back in. Sacramento just cannot hit from deep. Metu missing that 3. And Kuminga's looking for cutters. Davion Mitchell said, that guy passes all the time. I'm going to knock that one away. And Wiggins able to score inside.
That's power. Just relentless attack in the paint.
Well, Wiggins is leading the Warriors in scoring. Wiggins is leading the Warriors in assists tonight, too. Take for granted that Wiggins plays on these back-to-backs as Mitchell scores inside.
Coach Gentry said about him, he's like the hardest working player he's ever coached. Every coach says that about every player, but Gentry's like, he actually is.
Wiggins getting a running start. Shot clock at 5. Jordan's got Metu switched out on him. Step aside and missed that 3. Well, the Davion Mitchell, I love Alvin said, he shows up before practice, then he practices, he stays after practice, and then he shows up later that night.
Yeah, and with all the minutes he's been getting, they're trying to get him out of the gym. Like, okay, when you were playing as much, we get that you want to come in the gym and work that hard. You got to kind of slow yourself down maybe a little more here. Got to pace yourself.
Metu putting it up and in. You're like, do you have an apartment? Because you're in this gym a lot. You're here all the time.
Do you sleep here?
Well, speaking of sleeping in an arena, remember Leandro Barbosa's story when the Phoenix Suns took him?
Yeah.
You know, he came from Brazil and he gets drafted and they show him the locker room and the whole bit, and he's like, okay, this is where I'm staying. It's like, no, this is where we play and practice. JTA missing that three. They're like, Leandro, we need to get you some housing.
Yeah. They're Brazilian blur. He's still got it, man. If he wanted to play still, he'd be out there.
Thing is with LB, if you're having a rough day, talk to him for 5 minutes. You'll just feel better about life.
Yeah, he'll brighten your day up. He keeps himself in great shape. The best token defense ever for these guys.
JTA avoided that turnover. Ball moving around. Shot clock at 8. Wiggins on the back down on Josh Jackson. And Wiggins off iron there. I think LB might challenge your Damian Jones smiliness. We might have to put those two to the test.
Close. If it was an Olympic sport, 1 and 2 on the podium, probably, yeah.
The backcourt violation, Sacramento giving it back.
He's super positive all the time.
Well, I just love Zaza Pachulia, Sean Livingston, Leandro Barbosa, Mike Dunleavy. Like, a lot of Warrior DNA with guys coming back with the franchise. I think it's terrific.
And a lot of knowledge for these young guys. Why would